Question 198. Which psychic ability would you like to have? We're working under the assumption that they're real here.
Wait, isn't psychic...
Oh, man.
Is this multiple choice?
That's just like reading minds, right?
Well, no, okay, we're going with most of the woo.
Telekinesis, pyrokinesis, anything that has to deal with
Okay.
the mind. Think of X-Men.
Okay.
Like, would you rather be able to read minds or read people's thoughts? Would you rather be able to control people's minds and people's thoughts? Would you rather be able to move things with your mind?
I saw that all as one, that's why. The telekinesis part I could understand separating it, pyrotechnique, but the psychic...
Like, I can set shit on fire without my mind. I don't
Yeah, no.
Do you know what's really funny? Do you know what's really funny?
Stephen King wrote a book about that.
What's really funny is there's a reasonable chance, based on burgeoning technology now, in 500 years we will have technology-based telekinesis powers.
Absolutely not, because we won't be around in 500 years.
Yeah.
Or are you saying psychic is being able to read the future?
Will you say that? So yeah, I'll go with that. Or talk to the dead.
No, I don't want to read people's minds. I definitely don't want to know the future. Fuck that.
How about moving things with your mind?
Yeah, I heard about the future.
You can get to that drawer at the end of your bed.
Any kind of mind-based ability.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just want to stay out of trouble for more than 24 hours.
Could you not do that now?
No, I don't.
It would include all mental capacity. So it's bunched up all together. Like, to say what kind of psychic ability you want, I can't separate the two. Because if you read minds, then you know what they're thinking. Isn't it? That's the same thing. You know what somebody's going to do. You can control somebody.
No, you can't control them. You can manipulate them.
Right. So then there's no difference there.
Well, there is.
There is a difference in telekinesis where you can move stuff with your mind versus read somebody's mind. That's a difference.
Now, I don't know if there's going to be a question like that coming up, but the one I do not want, never, ever, would be the reading somebody else's mind, because I don't want to know what anybody's thinking about me, because it's usually not very good. I think I'd want telekinesis to where I could, refill this coffee cup over here just by thinking it over and getting it filled, bringing it back, that sort of thing.
That's just the force.
If you had telekinesis, why would you want a mug? Why not just pull the water?
Yeah,
pull the coffee.
Now that you mention it, yeah, there you are.
Drink. Wow, yeah,
just have it sitting up next to you. It's like, what is that? It's my coffee. Shut up, leave me alone.
When I used to run.
Okay, would it have to be plugged in to keep because you could have the whole pot and everything floating next to you hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to have it plugged in, right? All right, perfect.
Well, if you're able to control things with your mind like that, what says you can't control the molecules and excite them, causing them to heat up?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No need for nothing.
Psychic microwave.
I'm about to say we're going into deep physics here. That'll work.
Oh shit.
So basically, no one wants to be able to mind read.
Tarot cards. I would want to accurately be able to use
tarot cards.
I could play poker anytime. I don't need the tarot.
There you go. Well, that's what they were all.
Tarot cards can be fun for them to if they actually worked. It'd be interesting.
I think it would be a great party trick. It would be fun to do. It could help people, and it has no accidental fuck up in this value. I'm not accidentally going to skewer somebody by throwing something like a dart, like I would probably do if I were telekinetic.
You see, we had an interesting
it seems
question.
like a good, solid, harmless choice that has practical applications.
We had an interesting question that might fit into this. Was if you could kill someone with your mind, or would you want to be able to kill someone with your mind?
Oh, I remember that one.
There would be too many dead people around.
Well, the issue was what if
was it a one-off, or is this some potential you always have?
Oh, you always have it. And the problem you've got is what happens when you lose control or fall asleep or all of a sudden there's just dead people.
If you get mad at yourself and be like, oh, goddamn it, I wish I just died.
Yes.
Wow. wow. Yeah, that's another thing to talk about.
I do not trust myself enough to say I want that power.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I think the potential for abuse or for accident is just too high. I don't want that.
I'm too human. Agreed. If you gave me a choice to choose someone one time, I do it. Yeah, but all the time.
As a one-off, I can see that, but but
We're
not
all
as
gonna have
ongoing
to get together
power,
and pick
no.
a different target because we can only kill one person once. Okay. I'll be like, all right, you get that one. You get that.
We'd
We'd
end up with a Murder on the Orient Express situation where the same person just falls down dead because they've been wished to death by 9 different people simultaneously.
That'd be one hell of a game.
Drops dead of an aneurysm and of a cardiac arrest, and falls downstairs and falls off a roof and does it all at the same time somehow.
Airplane crashes into him, then the train runs over. Yeah,
the probabilities of that deterministic situation would be amazing.
Yes, absolutely.
I know, right? Suddenly, every statistician in the world has a job for the next 100 years.
How did this happen? Oh no!
Dave's fault.
Everything's Dave's fault.
Blame it on Math Pig.
Blame my math thing.
He is the mathematician here.
There you go.
Silence falls.
Santi thinks mind reading would depress you in seconds.
I was going to say, I thought that was Math Pig.
Yeah, Santi says that he thinks mind reading would depress you in seconds.
Yes, absolutely. You know, like I say, I don't want to know what anybody else is thinking about me. Everybody thinks of me. So, you know.
But what if they know you can read their minds?
Say again?
What if everyone knows you can read their minds?
Oh,
Really
God,
hard to
that
control
could get
it.
really crazy really quickly, because what you are describing is the story called It's a Very Good Day, if I remember correctly.
Is that the one where the boy kept disappearing people into the cornfield?
Yes.
I've got a qualifying question
Go on.
about
Yes,
mind
sir.
reading.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a defense against it? Is that what you're-
That'd be the absolute fucking worst. No.
Right, you broke up right there.
Asimov's Norby books, where you had to person at a time, like read Sal's thoughts then, or is it like that horrible episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer where she can just hear the ambient room noise of the voices of the interior monologues of everyone around her all the time? Because that would drive you insane in a flat fucking second.
It took it took no time at all for her to actually just start going fucking nuts. So.
Yeah.
Well, see, like in
And
Star
then you
Trek,
got to drink demon heart potion. It's a whole thing.
But then you have fucking True Blood, and she can read minds, but she's done it her whole life, and she just hears everything everyone says to her.
Your brain knows how to shut it out. I mean, don't forget, your brain right now shuts out 99.9% of what your body is telling it. It only hears the important
like your
things.
sense of smell.
Yes.
You can be in a room with a smell, and you only smell it the first handful of seconds, depending on what it is.
Yeah, like in Star Trek, they have a species that reads minds, the Betazoids, and books, comics, whatever. They'll tell you that basically it's kind of like white noise. You end up ignoring most of it. But the way you want to throw a telepath off is to keep a song or poetry in your head and just constantly repeat it. It's like it might drive you half mad, but it's going to do the same thing to the telepath trying to read you.
Yeah, they had a very similar approach on Babylon 5. That you just you sing row your boat or whatever, and the psychops can always hear a sort of ambient room noise, but they're trained to shut it out or keep it down to a manageable level.
So are we?
They're like nerd.
Do we have this disagreement?
And proud
that no one wants to be able to read minds.
Pretty sure we're all nerds here, but
yes,
JASA's a super nerd, so.
Okay.
So no one wants to be able to read minds.
Fuck no.
Nah.
Fuck no.
Won't have it. Nope.
No.
I spurned the gift.
And
we looked it in the mouth thoroughly, but then we sent it back.
And some of you want telekinesis.
Telekinesis, I do.
Telekinesis.
That I could deal with.
And how about no one wants pyrokinesis? Although I think you could do it
I
with
could set shit on
telekinesis.
fire by myself. I don't need it.
Yeah, telekinesis could handle that.
Mm.
Right.
I can manipulate electricity.
That comes under telekinesis.
You're right. Okay. Be good.
If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.